As education and learning evolve, we see radical changes taking place in the areas of distance learning and remote evaluation. Manual remote proctoring, while offering a great way to remotely supervise online examination, comes with its own challenges. High human dependency, questionable test integrity, and sometimes hindrances to a candidate's performance are some of the issues that still persist. Bringing to life technology of the next decade, today, HCL is now enabling better surveillance and control over an examination and maximizes your reach across the globe. Leveraging artificial intelligence, HCL's remote proctoring solution offers high security, safe storage of students' data, and convenience for effective remote assessment. The proposition also encapsulates varying unfair means control triggers depending upon the risk and enrollment of a particular examination. After registration and booking of a preferred slot, the student is ready to take an assessment. Once the student clicks on Start, he is prompted to perform a system check of webcam quality, microphone quality, network strength, and light. If any of these parameters are not met, the student is given directions to ensure there are no hindrances to the assessment process and student performance. Once all checks are done, the student moves on to the next step of the setup, the environment check. The student is required to rotate his camera 360 degrees to ensure there is no one else present in the room, or there is no unwanted content or anything else that might help the student during the assessment. While capturing the 360-degree view, if any frame is found missing, the student will be directed to repeat the process. The student is required to approve and submit the snapshot taken. The system then validates the captured view against the prerequisites defined. If there is any discrepancy, it sends out a message to the student to recapture the view. Facial recognition is an important feature of this offering. The system analyzes and matches the image of the person taking the assessment to the photo proof submitted during the registration and the student's profile. Post-facial recognition, the system populates a range for the age of the student and gender, and also validates the identity of the person taking the test. Next is the facial calibration process. The student is directed to look at the top left, top right, bottom left, and bottom right of the screen to calibrate the permissible purview of the student. Once the calibration is done, the student needs to agree to the terms and conditions of the assessment to proceed. There is an option where the system can read this out as well. The assessment then begins. The screen gets locked for the entire process. The technology picks up any incident of malpractice that might occur, and the system sets off an alert to the designated proctor, who is remotely invigilating around 100 students. The system is capable of capturing eye movement, head movement, presence of unwanted objects, complete and partial view of human body, and sound. Event is logged if the student looks outside the calibrated frame of view for more than the predefined permissible duration. Here we can see the counter going off when she looks downwards or sideways. Similar alerts are sent when the camera cannot detect a face or when it detects any sound or background activity, such as a person walking by the student with an intention to help. The screen of the idea where alert is coming from gets zoomed in. The proctor then watches the moment where a potential malpractice occurred and qualifies it as cheating, doubtful scenario, or false positive. Appropriate action can be taken. The proposition also calculates integrity index of the student, which depends upon the number of alerts raised, severity of incidences reported, total assessments taken, etc. The solution is AI, enabled to differentiate general anxiety gestures from unfair means, and keeps evolving by learning from these scenarios. Business rules such as sound, adverse movements, eye movement, instances of face missing from frame, and background activity can be configured based on the requirement. This is how HCL is enabling automated remote proctoring for next-generation educational excellence.